Hi there and welcome to this next Facebook Live where we are now in part 4 of creating an online course, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. My intention is to help you create your own online course if that's something that you would like to do to extend your reach in your business, to create some passive income, and also just to scale your business and grow it. And what we did yesterday in part 3 was I asked you to run a survey, actually ask your potential leads and prospects about their biggest question in relation to the topic that you want to teach in your online course. So after that, I asked you to group all of your responses into categories. So what I've done that already, and I've come up with at least about 12 different categories in my own survey for my own clients. And that's helped me to see what are the biggest questions that are being asked and the biggest themes that people really want to know about and have answered. All of that will be a great structure for me to create my online course. So today is a 2-part assignment, because today we're looking at, first of all, who are these people who have responded to your question? Because typically these people are the ones that are the most engaged with you, they're the most interested because they've taken the time to completely answer that question for you. So these are people who are invested, they're interested in what you have to do. What I want you to do, first of all, is to create what we call a VIP list. So these are the people who have responded to your question and have given an answer to what they really want to know about your related topic. It's important to save these contacts because these are the people that we can reach out to before we launch our online course to the public. We can actually invite these people to go through what we call a beta version or a test version of the online course so that we can get their feedback on the course itself and whether it's actually helping them to get the result or whether perhaps they're missing something, so that we can optimize the course and completely complete it correctly before we set it, of course, to the public as well. So that was part 1, which is to create a VIP list. That's the names and email addresses of the people who have responded to the question that you asked them in your survey. Now the second part is to look at the responses, and you obviously have already made some themes and categories, and now I want you to list those themes and categories in a logical order. So what is the logical order that your client needs to go through to take him from where he is to where he wants to be, the desired result? What does your client need to do? Hi Noah, thanks for joining. Love to see you here on the live Facebook. And what do we need to do to bring them from their pain point to the desired outcome? So create a logical order of the categories and themes that you've identified from your survey. And then finally, what I want you to do is to define or create 3 lessons per category or per module, as it were. So let's say, for example, that you are a health coach and your first module is buy the right equipment. Well, the lessons might be, for a start, these are the websites that you can go to find equipment. The second lesson might be, these are some tips and tricks to watch out for in terms of what to buy and what not to buy. And 3 might be, here are also some extra resources for you and some exercises to try out before you actually buy the equipment. You see what I'm getting? So I want you to come up with at least 3, perhaps 5 different lessons per module. Now this may take some time because you have to go through each module and come up with some lessons, and you may well be second guessing yourself or doubting yourself, but that's okay. We can fine tune as we go. The most important part is that you get into action and first of all create the first draft or an outline of all the lessons per module. Before we actually start creating the lessons, that's an important point. We're just looking now for the modules in the right order and the names of the lessons. That's all at this stage. And in part 5 and 6 and other parts of this video, of this course, I'm going to share with you how we can actually then go on to define what the actual lessons should be and some tips and tricks along the way to help you create it. As always, the conversation around these videos takes place in my Facebook group, Online Business for Coaches. There's a link in the comment below, I'll put there in a second, if you want to come over and join us. We're all in there and go a little bit deeper on what we're learning today. Or you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. There also is a link in the comments below after this Facebook Live, where you can also find all of the videos and follow the conversation there. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.